What's up, everybody out there on YouTube? As you know, we've been giving you our Gym Wreckage Experience edition videos where we go body part by body part, breaking down how we do each workout, going in depth. Like I told you, last week was legs part 2. This week we're gonna move on to arms. As you know, bicep, tricep, forearms, those are your arm muscles. We're gonna hit all those today. We're gonna start off with exercise you can do at home with your dumbbells. What you're gonna do is you're gonna lie down. You're gonna lie down. You're gonna take your dumbbells at a moderate to heavy weight that's workable in the 8 to 12 rep range. You're gonna come up. You're gonna bend your forearm down to about where your head is or where your skull is. They call them skull crushers because you're gonna touch the skull. As you come up, you're working your forearm. So as you're coming up, you want this right here to be what you're using. So 1, you don't have to come all the way up and extend, because as you can see, if you come all the way up and you actually have your arm perfectly straight, you're not really working your tricep. You know what I mean? You want to work your tricep. So push. 2, 3, 4, 5, right here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hit both arms. Gonna come down almost to where your skull is, your head, forehead area. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Tricep. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The tricep is the biggest part of your arm. If you want a bigger arm, or I know so many people that I train, women I've trained, guys that I train, that they kind of got more skin kind of hanging, and I see them doing a lot of bicep curls, talking about they want to tone their arms. Start with the tricep as far as what the main point you want to get to as far as your program. You want it to focus on what's the biggest part of your arm, of course, the tricep. So focus on hitting your triceps first, then move to the smaller parts, the bicep and the forearm. Let's go.
Another thing I want to add too, your triceps and your biceps are small muscle groups. So generally for hypertrophy, we do say 8 to 12 reps. I personally like 12 to 15 because you want to get a lot of blood flow in that triceps, break it down those muscle fibers so it can grow. This is not like bench press or squats to where, you're looking for that last force rep at the end so you can grow. You actually go grow with a lot of reps when you're trying to build up small muscle groups. So you shouldn't get a weight to where, you can only do 8 reps because that might be a little too heavy. You want to get something to where you can really push to that 15, 12 to 15, but you really want to make sure you feel that burn with these small muscle groups because you're isolating just one muscle, so the burn is going to come a lot quicker if you were doing maybe bench press or squats because you got more muscles working together. So make sure you really feel that burn. Try to hit that 12 to 15 rep range, at least 3 to 4 sets to make sure you build that muscle up, get that blood flowing in there, break down those muscle fibers so you can grow.
We've moved on to the second set of skull crushers. Like he said, you want to do a lot of reps, 12 to 15 plus. So we are going to move up 5 pounds. We're going to go 40 pounds skull crushers. Let's work 15 plus reps. As you can see, hit those reps. You're gonna have a nice pump when you get done. Let's go. I explained the first tricep exercise, which is the skull crushers. That was something you can do at home, the home gym, or at the gym. Now we're gonna move on to a more gym-specific style workout. We're gonna do 3 sets of these. These are the tricep pushdown. Like I said, we're focusing on the tricep. So how we're gonna do this, the tricep, of course, tri meaning 3 is 3 different parts. So you wanna hit all 3 with different forms of the tricep exercises. So we're gonna use 2 grips. We're gonna use the first grip, the regular grip. We're gonna do 10 or more. Like he said, you wanna do high rep range. So we're gonna do 10 or more reps with the regular grip, which you can use a heavier weight for the regular grip. Then you're gonna put a little bit less weight and do the reverse grip. So it'll be a superset. 10 or more with the regular grip, 10 or more with the reverse grip. I'll go, then he'll go. I'll go, then he'll go 3 times, heavy weight. This is all a superset workout. 3 sets, let's get it. You start with a heavy weight for the regular grip. I'm actually use all the weight for the regular grip. 10 or more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeezing the tricep on my way down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All the way up, all the way down. 12. Squeezing the tricep. Put on lighter weight. Reverse grip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a burn. Let's get it.
Doing these, you don't want to be in this. Elbows out. Go push it back. More emphasis on the tricep.
All right, so for our last set, we added weight. We're gonna do a drop set. We're gonna shoot for, burning out. Hopefully 8 or more. Take 2 of these off. 8 or more again. Take 2 of these off. Then a burnout with the original 95 pounds. Let's get it. Last set. That burn was real, let's go.
So this next exercise is going to be the bicep curls with the dumbbells. So a lot of people generally, they lack in bicep development because of lifting weights, keeping their elbows in. You actually want to keep your elbows out in front of you, put more emphasis on the biceps than making it easier and bringing it in. But a lot of people, especially when you see them get tired, The elbows come back here. Be in the back of them. You want to keep them out in front of you. Your elbow should come up. Put more emphasis on the bicep. Getting that good squeeze at the top coming down. You don't want to drag it back here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come like that. Keep them out in front of you. It's okay to keep it at your side, and then once you're coming up to move your elbow forward, but don't drag it back. Generally 8 to 12, 3 to 4 sets. Now the first way we did the bicep curls, more emphasis was on the bicep specifically. We kept our hands out like this. So now we're gonna keep it to our side, still same technique, bringing the elbows out in front of you and not keeping them back. With the rotation, now you're gonna add in the emphasis of the tricep as well. Boom. And now you're actually working both heads of the bicep along with your forearm. See it from the side. Try not to rock. Try to stay stationary. Boom. A lot of people use momentum when they be curling. They try to, or they get tired, and they will work best for me doing these 8 to 12 reps. Once you get to set 3, when you get to your 8th rep, it should be challenging. Your forearm should break. But if your forearm breaks to where you're bending all the way back, or you have to drag your elbows all the way back, no. Now maybe on your 4th set for your last 11th and 12th reps, if you can't, you know what I'm saying, you may have to get a little or just a little momentum to get it up, that's fine. But if you have to extend your back like this just to curl it up, too heavy. Drop the weight, don't ego lift, don't hurt your back. Proper form, proper bicep development. Another thing too, when it comes to biceps, genetics does play a role. If you look at me, I have a long bicep, so I don't have the skinny bicep to where you have that super high mountain peak like you see some bodybuilders. So that's okay. That's genetics. So there's nothing wrong with, if you don't have that one, that's fine. You can still develop your biceps. You know what I'm saying? So since mine is generally going to be a little bit more thicker, because I have a longer bicep other than a skinnier bicep, that's fine. So if you see somebody with that mountaintop and you've been working hard and you can't get it, that peak, a lot of times is genetics. So don't worry about that. Just a bit of advice too. A lot of times people think they know what they're talking about, so you should always want to do your own research. You know, what I'm telling you, you can actually go ahead and research it to see if what I'm saying is accurate or not. When I used to be in high school, we would do curls, and I would hear people tell me that if your arm is going forward, that means the weight was getting too heavy, and you was using that to compensate it. So they would try to keep it back, which lacks in bicep development. But truthfully, the reason that they have the little bicep blaster belt that you put on your chest and it sits your elbows out in front of it, it actually keeps your elbow forward so that you can add more emphasis on the bicep to add better bicep development, because you don't want your elbows to come back. But you know what I'm saying, if I didn't do my research, I'll still be doing curls like this, and not getting the best out of my workout from listening to other people. So make sure you always do your own research. All right, so our next exercise is gonna be hammer curls. This one's gonna put more emphasis on the forearm. Take a little bit away from the biceps, still gonna be emphasis on the biceps, but it just adds more focus on the forearm as well for those who want that pop out of cellular man like forearm. This is a good workout for you. Get a squeeze. Still keep that elbow out. Now I'm not saying throw the elbow out here, but keep like that. Try not to rock. If you feel that you're rocking or you're losing balance, you probably got your feet too close together. Try to get your feet shoulder width so you can have balance. Breathing out. Squeezing that forearm at the top. Slow and controlled reps. Another way you can also do these, instead of just isolating it if you want to, you could do them both at the same time.
Today's been the arm experience. This is our last exercise of the day. We done hit triceps, we've hit biceps, we're gonna finish with forearms. Now a lot of people don't hit forearms specifically because other arm exercises can actually hit your forearms, like he was explaining, the hammer grip, bicep curl. You know, you come up, you squeeze, it also hits the forearm as a secondary muscle. But for those that actually do want to hit the forearm, this is a good exercise. You need a bar, you know what I mean? This is 30 pounds right here. Regular grip or the easy grip is fine. You're gonna wanna put your forearms on the bench like so. Have your wrist out. You want about this much space between your wrist and the bench. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna keep your forearms facing straight. You're gonna come down. You're gonna come up, squeeze your forearms, pause, come down. 12 or more reps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow and steady. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Crazy burn. Differentiate things. Give y'all a couple other forearm exercises. This is another good one. You want to extend your forearms out. Keep your triceps still against your body. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn all the way. So 1, 2, 3. You don't even really need to count. What you're trying to do is fatigue your muscles. Then you go the other way. You're not going to be able to do this for too long. That's his first time doing it. I've been doing this for a long time. So you're gonna come, you're gonna hold it tight, you're gonna come all the way up with one side, come all the way up the other. You really wanna go real slow. The other arm that you're not moving is still, and it's kinda like you're moving it back, so it's kinda like a fine-tuned machine when you really get the gist of it. Crazy burn.
So this one is gonna be a variation of the reverse curls that I'm gonna do. Generally you'll see us do the reverse curls, standing grip. So to make it a little bit more challenging, put more emphasis on the tricep, on the forearms, and take away from some of that give, rocking back and forth. We're gonna do it from a seated position. Elbows close to the knees. Pause at the top. do that about 12 to 15 reps. If you want to add in the tempo aspect, come up fast and go down slow, maybe 10 to 12 reps. I would try to give yourself between 30 seconds to a minute and 15, maybe a minute and a half in between your sets when you're doing small muscle groups like biceps, triceps, and forearms, because the object is they're so small you fatigue them easily, and you want them to grow, so you want them to have a lot of reps and not much rest so they can be fatigued and have more time under tension so that they can grow for you.
Gym Wreckage, the arm experience. We're gonna break things down for you so you ain't gonna have no excuse. Start from the bottom, make your way to the top. Let's go.